Matek specializes in the design and development of wastewater purification and filtration plants for many different industries, the most important of which are aggregates, gravel, sand, stone, ceramics and glass. Matek's mission is customer satisfaction by offering a timely after-sale service as well as before-sale advice to understand the real requirements of potential customers. In the last 2 years alone, Matek has installed over 150 purification plants all over the world. This is a real guarantee of Matek's product and service quality. All machines are entirely built within the plant to offer top-quality, made-in-Italy products that will fulfill the most demanding applications and markets. Choosing Matek is synonymous with guaranteed results. Matek resolves water treatment problems in many industries, one of the most important being the aggregate industry. During aggregate production, the materials are screened, selected and washed. Matek has developed technology specifically for the recycling of the sand or aggregate wash water, creating cost savings of up to 90%. The dirty water created from the sand, aggregate or concrete washing is collected in a sump pit ready to be recycled. The vertical pump or submersible pump then pumps the dirty water up and into the center of the thickener silo. Matek thickeners are built using AISI 304 stainless steel guaranteed for 10 years. These thickeners are built maintaining specific angles and size relationships to ensure the optimum clarity of the recycled water and the minimal use of flocculant, while also optimizing the settling of the solids in the cone. The thickener can be built as one piece or flanged for easy shipment and assembly on the client's site. All Matek thickeners have anti-seismic certification and are built according to ISO 9001 quality standards. The cycle begins when the dirty water is pumped from the sump pit up into the center of the thickener silo. Halfway up this pipe, the flocculant is injected into the dirty water, which then reacts with the suspended particles, greatly enhancing the decantation speed of the partiles in the cone. Matek designs and manufactures flocculant preparation and dosing systems, which can reduce flocculant consumption by up to 20%. The flocculant solution is prepared automatically as it is dosed and dissolved in the solution preparation tank. Matek uses only first quality flocculants, guaranteed for their quality. The Doson system, patented by Matek, then measures the concentration of suspended solids in the dirty water by taking a sample every 2 to 3 minutes and using photocells to determine the amount of suspended solids. Once determined, the sample tube is washed and the variable frequency drive on the flocculant pump regulates the speed accordingly. The dirty water is thus pumped up into the tube in the center of the thickener, which extends down to where the cone begins in the thickener. At the same time, the flocculant reacts with the suspended solids in this tube, causing them to settle when they are released into the cone. The clean water makes its way up the thickener silo and overflows into the overflow channel at the top of the thickener silo. The clean water then runs out through this channel into a pipe that flows by gravity into a clean water tank, built in concrete by the customer, or supplied by Matek in stainless steel. This clean water is then ready to be reused by the feed pump of the wash plant. When necessary, Matek can also use the photocell system for monitoring the clarity of the clean water. The flocculated solids settle and thicken inside the bottom of the steep-angled cone of the thickener. This thickened mud is discharged automatically by the opening of a normally closed anti-abrasive rubber-lined pneumatic valve and into a buffer tank once it reaches the desired thickness. The thickened mud which is discharged into the buffer tank is mixed by slow agitation to maintain a homogeneous mixture ready to be pressed. The actioning of the automatic valve can be controlled by a timer or by sensors depending on the specific needs of the client. Matek designs and manufactures advanced technology filter presses to obtain the best dewatering results. All of the Matek filter presses are designed and built to work with high pressure technology, HPT, allowing working pressure from 7 to 20 bars versus 5 to 7 bars without high pressure technology. These higher pressures are only possible through the specialized design of each part of the filter press, namely the hydraulic power pack and pistons, oversized heavy-duty frame and high-pressure pumps. The hydraulic power pack allows the plates to be held closed at pressures of up to 350 bars in order to resist the opposing high pressure from the mud pump. The filter press cycle begins with the hydraulic closing of the polypropylene filter plates. Once closed, the hydraulics then go into high pressure or very high pressure for HPT filter presses. This seals the hollow chambers at 350 bars. Once the filter press is closed at high pressure, the mud feeding pump is turned on. The mud feeding pump pumps the mud from the buffer tank and fills the hollow chambers. Once the chambers are full, the mud feeding pump switches to high pressure using either a 2-speed motor or variable frequency drive. The fluid pressure created by this pump is what forces the water out through the filter cloth, while leaving the solids blocked by the filter cloth inside the hollow chambers. Thus the solids are blocked inside the hollow chamber by the filter cloth, and the water passes through the filter cloth and out special outlet pipes on each plate into a trough. To get the driest product possible, Matek uses high-pressure technology, HPT, to press the mud into the press at pressures of up to 18 bars. Once the hollow chambers are filled with solids and all the water has been pressed out, the filter press ends its cycle when the level control probe in the trough no longer detects water being pressed. This shuts off the mud feeding pump and triggers the reopening of the plates for the discharge of the solids. Having reached the desired final product moisture, the plates are opened by the hydraulics, and the heavy cakes of solids with very low residual moisture are discharged and ready to be sold or used for reclamation. The dry cakes of solids fall automatically from the press into a collection pit or onto a conveyor belt. The opening of the filter press is done by opening all the plates at once for filter presses with 50 plates or less, or opening the plates in sections for filter presses with more than 50 plates. The opening by section for larger filter presses is done to reduce the overall length and space used by the larger total traction filter presses. In order to guarantee the release of all the cakes of solids, Matek uses the patented gasser shakers. These pneumatic shakers lift and drop each of the plates, guaranteeing the discharge of all the solid cakes. They are easily programmable and adjustable to fit specific needs. The advanced Matek technology and high-quality components make the equipment easy to use and efficient. Through the touch screen of the PLC, all the options and settings are easy to adjust. This also displays production rates and usage hours, as well as incorporating alarms for the safety and protection of the machinery and its users. The simple and hardy design of Matek's equipment guarantees good results and alarms to signal any breakdowns or potential problems. The dry cakes of solids, which can be easily hauled off by a loader, have residual moisture of 16 to 25%, even when the solids are composed of particularly difficult types of solids to dewater, such as clay or kaolin, or abrasive solids such as sand or granite. Thanks to Matek's innovative high-pressure technology, Matek never uses lime or other additives to treat the mud after it comes out of the thickener. This greatly reduces the operating costs of the system, since the mud coming out of the thickener requires no conditioning with flocculant or lime. Thanks to Matek's innovative high-pressure technology, HPT, The matic results are dry cakes of solids with only 16 to 25% moisture and water that is clean and ready to be reused.